the altar boy. The altar boy I see is ready.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right.
In the bathroom.
Thanks for letting us know, Zach.
All right. Ho, ho, ho! We gather here again today on these hallowed grounds to welcome these fine individuals into a family bigger than their own. A family that stretches around the world to the moon. Steeler Nation. Rabbi, take us away.
We have an exorcism today. We're going to exorcise the demons of the Dallas Cowboys out of him. And make him an official member of Steeler Nation. Oh, David, we cast you out. The Dallas Cowboys are done.
You gotta watch. He has a little sideways up there.
Steelers! Woo! Now today is a must-win for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We have to win to enhance our chances for the playoffs. So the rabbi went down and spoke with a good friend of his.
Who, Rabbi?
The Nature Boy! Who styles and profiles. Now the Steelers today should walk all over the Tennessee Titans. And they will ride the limousines and fly the jets. And just like the rabbi, ladies,
Oh!
just like Ric Flair, the Steelers will party all night long.
So today, in honor of Christmas, we've got some special readings for the night before Christmas, like Dick LeBeau used to do. It's a month before playoffs here in the Steel City. The Steelers are struggling. Things look pretty shitty. We've got guys on this team who don't seem to care. The first down celebrations, nearly too much to bear. We long for the future when we'll cover some spreads, visions of Kenny Pickett dancing in our heads. We've got the Titans in town. What's that franchise ever done? All I remember is Kevin Dyson, tackled down at the 1. Their coach is a blowhard, left the Steelers like a prick. He'd give anything to win a Super Bowl. He even cut off his dick. Today we prepare for the here and the now, but we can never forget how they stepped on our towel. It's long past time we get this thing turned around and give old Big Ben one final run for a crown. We've got to look in the mirror and harness our power and remember the days when we were led by Coach Cowher. On Najee, on TJ, on Minka and Ben, we can't let these fuckers get win number 10. We're in the stretch run as the season winds down, and after today, things will be looking up in this town. It's almost the end, but there's still time to fight. Indians all better cheer when Renegade brings the house down tonight. And we have a very, very special guest.
We'd like to bring out Reverend Ben.
Oh!
That's music! Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back. So I didn't coagulate with Alex. And I also am bringing back, this is an old school, Twas the Night Before Christmas that I did about 3 or 4 years ago. It's a little history lesson, children. It takes place on the night before the AFC Championship game 2001.
we know what happened. That became known as Spygate.
Spygate. It's like they knew our place.
It's like they knew our place. So it was the night before the playoffs in Bill Cowher's town. Not a creature was stirring, except Belichick, that clown. The jerseys were hung by the lockers with care, in hopes Vince Lombardi soon would be there. The players were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of Super Bowls danced in their heads. While Mama in her jersey and I in my cap had just settled down for a pregame nap. When out on Heinz Field there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my seat to see what was the matter. Away from my seat, I flew like a flash, ran to the railing and yelled out, "Go Slash!" The lights on the logo of the field down below gave a luster of camera flashes, you know. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a Patriot staffer with cameras I hear. With the little old announcer so lively and quick, I knew from Myron's joy soon they'd kick. They once were called Steagles, those players they came. We whistled and shouted and called them by names. Now Hines, now Plex, now Cordell and Buss, on Casey, on Aaron, on Gilden and Peasy. To the top of the league, to the top of them all. Now score the ball, score the ball, score the football. As gold towels in a January night fly, as mount with an obstacle, the hoodie guy. So to our locker room, he snuck in his crew. They copied our playbook and defensive calls too. And then with a twinkle, I heard with a woof, the crowd got so loud, we blew off the roof. As I drew up my head and was turning around, to the field Tom Brady came with a bound. He was wearing man-Uggs on each little foot. His clothes were so tight in that faggy-ass suit. Sorry, kids. A bunch of flat balls had flung on his back, and he looked like a little old jagoff opening his sack. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples were merry. His cheeks were like roses. He looked like a fairy. His droll little mouth rolled up like a bow, and the drool on his chin was as white as, you know. With fear in his eyes and a grit in his teeth, for our defense soon to circle him like a wreath. He had a thin face. He won't eat no hoagies. What's wrong with a guy who don't eat pierogies? He was skinny and blah, a little old elf. I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. With a wink from his coach and a nod of his head, soon gave me to know there was something to dread. He spoke not a word, he went straight to work. "I hate you, Tom Brady, you're such a jerk." We gave him the finger, he stuck up his nose, then without a nod, out the chimney he goes. He ran right away, but the fans did not whistle, and away he flew. I wish I had a pistol. And I heard Hines exclaim as he rode out of sight, "It's like they knew our plays. I think they cheated tonight." And as history has proven, they did cheat that day. And I still hate them Patriots.
Thank you, Reverend.
So do you all swear to cheer for one team and one team only?
Yes.
Cowboys didn't say it. Let's do it together.
Yes.
Where's the knife? From the waters of the Monongahela,
The Alleghenies
the Ohio,
and the Mon
from Dan Rooney,
from Art Rooney's.
and those hot Roonies on TV.
Welcome to Steeler Nation. Welcome. All right?
I'm so happy.